Anyway, hello everybody, and we're back tonight. Tonight we are going to try some blue-white GPG. This is the Grand Prix Singapore winning list and you're going to be amused by how poorly I pronounce names. I think I should have read the name before I tried to guess how to pronounce it. Like I was just going off like memory, and I don't want to do that. I think it's like Yuki Ichikawa? Ichikawa? Ichipao. Yuki Ichikawa? That's what I'll go with. And by that's what I go with, I'm just going to say it's Yuki's deck. That was not on camera, but Corey, Brad's brother, Baldermaster, I can't pronounce things. I just sound stupid when I try. Also got top 20 in the US Grand Prix with the deck. I've not looked at his 75. I probably should have. But either way, let's get into the games. But if Brad's brother's playing the deck and Yuki wins a tournament with the deck has to be at least relatively good. I think it's very strong versus the blue-black deck that Misplaced Ginger's champion and Oliver 2 did very well with. So, with that being said, that deck's picking up a lot of popularity, so I specifically want to try a deck like this here. I'm still like super worried about playing the GPG deck versus the red decks, but I'm afraid just like Braids are just going to kill me. We saw Kiefer get a little unlucky and lose to Braids in the top 4, but he obviously didn't get to the top 4 of the tournament without just smashing on red decks for the majority of the day, so I'm really worried about like just sideboarding this deck poorly and playing this deck poorly because I'm notoriously bad at playing this style of deck. But that's okay. That's alright. We're going to at least get a GPG and play it sometime tonight. Alright, it's time to get going. We has an opponent. And we won the dice row. I believe this hand is a keep. It's always interesting whether I'm supposed to play the Search for Azcanta and just start getting immediate value, or whether I'm supposed to play something like the Strategic Planning on 2, because I truly do not know. I think a lot of it would have to do whether I hit a land or not. Well, when we see that they lead with an island, I think it's a pretty simple Azcanta. Hey Corey, what is up? Oh, did it not update? I told it to update. What the heck? Blue, white. Thank you, Corey. I guess I'll have to change it. We played Mono Black yesterday. I swear I hit update. Well, maybe I shouldn't swear. I thought I hit update. Definitely shouldn't swear. Alright, updated now. Thank you for the heads up. I kinda want that. I kinda want that. Alright, sweet. Thank you very much, Corey. Appreciate it, bub. Sorry we didn't get that Child of Alara foil for you. When the EDH cards come up, they typically go relatively fast. I think I will put that in the graveyard. I'm going to play this because I don't want to get... Well, I guess I get syncopated either way, but I was going to play that either way, so whatever. Oh, nice. We're going to snap that one in the graveyard. I guess I'm going to put this champion in the graveyard because we're probably just going to cast Angel over the next couple of turns. We can even flip the Search for Azcanta now if we want. Not if I buy it tonight. I'm sorry. That'll go to the graveyard as well. I don't think I'm going to flip this, not this turn. Because I'm definitely just casting a champion this turn. Oh, smash punish, because I could have played the Minister as well. Is it bad that I'd kind of rather play the Minister than the Angel? I could have played this pre-combat, but then, like, it would have gave him more options on, like, things. I assume he's just going to counterspell it anyway, so I don't think I was losing any value by theoretically letting it resolve. If it resolves, I'm going to make tokens because I assume he'll be able to kill this somehow. Shouldn't press F6 just in case for some reason he uses Field of Ruin here. Goodbye, little homie. So we're playing, it looks like Esper Control. Guess we do flip it this time. We probably don't, actually. Guess we attack first. But this match is hard. Playing this post-combat again, maybe this is just very, very bad. Probably could have got that for a few dollars cheaper than normal. I would say he would have took an offer on that one, because those rarely sell. So I guess this was a mistake. I kind of forgot that he had Field of Runes, but I wanted to be able to play the Minister this turn. So like maybe that was all just real bad of me. Definitely getting servos. It'll be back next week. If you want it next week, just remember to say it. I feel like I could have potentially held this for this, but kind of like what we got going on here. I think I'm just going to start with an attack. Then we'll figure out our play afterwards. Because like there's some chance that he casts like a Torrential Gearhulk or something this turn. Hey George, thank you for the host. Could disallow this. Not super concerned if he does. As long as we're like beating him for some amounts of damage every turn, then we're not super concerned. Oh, you kept that card on top. That's probably a bad sign. Oh, he didn't have 6 mana for Gear Hulking. I don't know why in my mind that was already a land. But we'll go ahead and play this one this turn. Because there's like some chance that he can't do much to it. We're just going to servo a clock here. We're assuming he's going to contempt this Angel or something. Which means next turn he's probably going to like Gear Hulk contempt the champion. Actually, just going to play this, I think. So my plan here is just to cast out the Gear Hulk. I don't think he can just take 7. Oh, wow. He didn't have a Gear Hulk. That's even better. Well. Okay, I just want to play this then. He'd have to have a negate in his hand to stop it. We could have got the Sunscourge champion back and then but I would have probably wanted to discard the GPG due to what his deck does. Maybe I should have got the Sunscourge champion back and then like main phase played the GPG. I wonder how reasonable that would have been. It might have just been the better play. JK, not the better play. He kind of needs to counterspell this one. So hopefully he doesn't have a counterspell for this and this. But if he has a counterspell for this and like a Forsake for this, we have 5 damage in play. Alright, so I think we're definitely going to want these. Probably not going to want this. Probably going to keep these 2 cast outs. Probably can get rid of these for... Actually kind of like these in this match. I think the games go a little bit longer. It's less about filling up my graveyard and more about just being like moderately controlling somehow. Let's try this. I have 5 counterspells now. They still have more, but I like the Walking Ballistas because they can kill Knight of Malice. Guess we keep this hand? This seems pretty bad, but he's already on a mulligan, so... Or they're already on a mulligan, I apologize. Down to 5 they are. Hmm. That's our best card again. Rip. Oh well, they missed a land, but that means they have all spells. I think all spells can go a long way in a match like this. Especially when we have no spells, really. If they keep not playing spells, I might go all the way to 7 before I try to play this Teferi. That might just be lunacy, too. Should have cast the Field of Runes last turn, I guess. Now I'm realizing that. We could have fixed and had our mana for this Angel. Another just classic play mistake. It's what I'm the best at. So get rid of their white mana, I guess. They probably don't have a plains, and are probably going to get an island anyway. For like essence scatters and things. I don't really care if this card gets counterspelled, so I'm just going to go ahead and slam it out into a potential essence scatter. I probably wouldn't have played it last turn anyway, though, because I didn't want it to get syncopated. Alright, so they're done. Savage Mana Screw to start out the day. I think we're probably a dog in that match overall, but ran a little good there. Can't complain. Which reminds me, I need to go click a few things on a website. Clicking things is the best things. Forgot to mark shipped on my TCG orders. Oh, apparently I have a bunch of TCG orders. What? What? Makes no sense. We keep this hand. Oh wow, I got wrecked on that. Kind of want to attack him, but I guess I don't want to attack him. Kind of just want to play this Charter Course here. To guaranteed put this in our graveyard, but that's probably just bad. Yeah, we need to make sure we hit our land, I guess. Alright. Nothing good there. Our opponents are not running very well tonight. Certainly going to put that in the graveyard, and I guess we're going to put this one in the graveyard too. Maybe I shouldn't have put that in the graveyard, but we get to go through so many cards next turn, so... Sure. Oh, those are good. Just have to get some blue mana, or white mana rather. I guess let's start with this one. Might be too far behind now. Probably not. There's at least a Fumigate in our deck, so we at least have an out, I guess. So he's gained me 4. He's probably going to have a Murder Bolt. Still think I just want to put this one in the graveyard? And we're going to hope they don't have a Murder Bolt. Or an Abrade. Basically, we need them to tap their mana this turn. We won't go for the Refurbish if they leave mana up. We'll just go for the Sunscourge Champion and gain 4. Hey Juco, what is up, friendo? Hope everything's going well for you today. That's Chandra. That's a good one. That's an interesting. I feel like I telegraphed my play there, so I just find that super odd, but what in the world do I know? I mean, we're certainly going to block this. I guess we're just going to go ahead and get this one back. We're going to get this bro back. I think I'm just going to make servos and attack this Chandra. That way we'll have blockers. So he can't save the Chandra like this, but he can stop me from gaining 4 life. Oh, cool. He didn't miss that play. This is worse because if he has a. This is worse in regards if he has another Chandra, it could be bad for me. If he has a Glorybringer, it could be bad for me. But I don't think I could just leave the Chandra up there, and the next turn I'm gaining 8 life. So just having the 2 blockers for the ground seems okay. On a commission. What do you do alders and stuff? Do you have any links to your work? What kind of commission are you doing? I don't think that I want to 4 these versus that build of the deck. I do think I kind of want these though. I think searches are too slow. Twitch graphics. Oh wow. It must disgust you to look at my channel then as bad as my channels did. Somebody who actually works on graphics comes in here and looks at the crap that I've got going on. Just has to be embarrassed, or has to be hard to look at. I don't think I actually want these walking ballistas in this match. This is our first match with it, Andy, since Dominaria's been out. I've said on stream a few times that I felt like it would be good in this meta, but I wasn't sure why it wasn't. And then, like, it won a Grand Prix this weekend. Corey got top 20 in it, so, like, I guess it seems reasonable, but this is the first league we played, though. We've played one match and one game. It seems okay so far, but, like, I play these decks so bad. I just play these decks so miserable. Kind of want these Fumigates, because he's the slightly bigger build, but kind of don't want these champions. Kind of don't want these ministers, but I feel like I can't get rid of all of that crap. Oh, you don't need to do anything like that, Juka. Like your time's more valuable than that. Is there good pay in that? I guess we'll keep this hand. It's like not what I want, but I don't really want to go to 5 either, so I'm fine with keeping. You're playing Baral? Have they put Baral challenges back yet? If they put Baral challenges back, we might have to try some Baral sometime. 100, not too bad. How many hours does it normally take you? Corey Coolcat is my stream technician. RIP. That's a bad sign, friends. Apparently I didn't click white. Or didn't click blue. They ramp into Galta and then you kill him with it. That's pretty decent. Alright, deck. It is time to land us. That is not a land, friend. So what's happening to our last round opponent's happening to us. Well, they have a Chandra out before we have a second land out. I'll let you guys guess about how well I expect the rest of this league to go. I don't even have a second way to get a thing in the graveyard, so I guess I'll play this one. Maybe we'll hit something. Well, we hit a land. It's a start. You GG'd him. The champion of the store. Congrats, turn. Or congrats, Edward. Well, at least that's one of Braid they'll never get again. Dead? I guess they could have stone nothing. There's a world where they have nothing, right? I doubt that's a very likely world, but there's a world where they just have like 2 lands in hand. And draw 2 more. Oh, cool. There's another Braid they'll never get. They chose not to kill the champion here, too. Guess they're going to exert and just kill us then. Alright, well, let's reevaluate the sideboard. I still just don't think I want any of this. Maybe these are okay, even though I don't like them. I don't really care about Glorybringer. I'm just going to run it back. I don't really care about Chartercore either. Rude Murph. They really need to bring brawl challenges back. That's what I want to see. Somebody just let me know when there's brawl challenges again. They'll play the heck out of some brawl if they do. What's the general you're using right now? Or commander, or whatever they call it. I guess I have to mulligan again. Do we really not get to play game 2 or 3? So I was fine not getting to play one game without sweating too bad. But I don't getting man screwed 2 games makes me a little disappointed. What did I post this for? 3. I feel like I priced that too cheap. I guess I'm gonna keep this hand. Yeah, I'll keep it, I guess. We have a scry. Karizev. No, I don't want that one, even though I do want more lands in general. Oh, was one card too high in the deck. Our hand's not bad if we don't just die. Guess we're going to take the white mana. What colleges are you applying to? Any cool ones? Alright, well, let's see what we got to get going here. Well, I guess I'm just going to dump both of these. Just a local community. I went to a couple different colleges. I did most of my colleging at a community. Colleging. Yeah, you can see why, right? Went to like the local college. Guess it's more it's kind of a religious school, and then I went to the community college after that. And then I had some schooling from outside that little circle. So another goblin chain whirler just smashes me here pretty hard, but we do have a fumigate. Long story short, I have 93 credit hours and no degree. So like if we do get him to cast another Fumigate, it's not the end of the world. And since I don't expect these guys to survive very long regardless, I'm just going to throw these under the bus. Their opponent's hand must be miserable. Kind of don't want to cast Refurbish here, because I assume he's just going to have an Abrade or something. And we're getting close to just buying back the Champion of Wits anyway, and he's doing nothing. He's just not going to do anything. I feel like we can just sit here. I'm not sure we're necessarily losing with what's going on. Alright, well we know he hit the Effer Hub that turn basically, which means he also very likely already had the Chandra's hand, so he's definitely representing Abrade super hard here. So we'll just go ahead and keep pretending like he doesn't have, or just like we don't have a Refurbish or anything. We'll just keep trying to play a fair game, just as long as we possibly can. Definitely going to get rid of these two, I think. I'd rather just cash the Champion of Wits at this point. Buy back another, depending on what he does with his turn, like potentially just buy back another Champion of Wits next turn. Not white trash. My college had a firearms safety class where like we took guns to school, or my local community college rather, where we took like guns to school and like practiced safety with them and stuff. Like I know I'm a lot older than you guys, but like how on earth is that a thing? Like how was that even a thing when I was young, you know? Like it's mind-boggling that that was ever a thing. Think I just want to do this and this? We're going to get to the point where I can cast a Lyra and a Refurbish in one turn, and then the following turn just play GPG. He still has so many cards, though. It's a Hazard that can attack. I guess we're just going to do this one, then. I kind of just stone refused to go for it because he's just represented Abrade every turn. I can dump you. I kind of want every card in my hand now. It's crazy to me that I actually want every card in my hand. It's got double Magma Spray, so the last card is a Braid, and we're going to get slapped pretty hard now. They cycled that instead of throwing damage at us, which means there's a good chance that they have to tap below a Braid if they want to attack with the Hazard. Nice, that worked out so well. I'm willing to take 2 more damage, I think, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can just tap 10 and do this. Timmy hit the Dean. Mark just shot himself on accident. They at least did that part off campus. So at least that part was off campus, but like, yeah. The classes themselves were ran by local law enforcement. So next turn, if I draw a land, I can GPG and cast out. I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to deal with the board. We assume they have an abrade, but just not willing to use them apparently. I'm just going to attack this Chandra with everything because I want to make sure Chandra dies. And then I'm just gonna bring back another Champion of Wits. I just do not ever have to act with these GPGs. I only want one of these lands, so I can discard these this time. We're just like beating them down fairly. Love it. Well, I don't want the Hazard to get me, and I don't care about the GPG because of abrades anyway. That, and we're so far deep in our deck, and we have 3 more refurbishes and 1 more GPG anyway, that like we're pretty easily going to get to one if we want. I don't even know if we want. I guess drawing cards is better. Alright, well. Let's see if he lets us have this. Oh, so he didn't have an abrade this entire time. Wow. This entire time he just faked a braid. Wow. Wow. I thought I was playing so well, but apparently I'm a trash can. Or either I'm a trash can or he forgot how the triggers work. One of the two. It's Moto. It could be either one. I just want to say wow again. Wow. Hey, Noble. Thank you for that, host. Hey, it's the good Venom. Venom normally plays red decks, and unfortunately, we're low on lands again. Alright, well, we'll keep this one. Guess I have to put it on bottom. I'm going to play this because we could draw an irrigated farmlands next turn. And maybe I would cast a Minister if he's not playing red. Alright, so he's on green. Is he on the big green deck? Yeah, he's on the big green deck. Alright, I'm willing to play this versus the big green deck. I think we have time. Okay. It is, like a lot of things could be going on right now. I'm trying to decide how badly I want to keep this cast out. I don't think I want to at all. I kind of wanted to because drawing a land's kind of important. I may block this time, I'm not sure. Depends on what all goes on from him. Like, I'm kind of worried about a Galta, but blossoming defense is probably going to turn my bro off anyway. He's going to attack with both, I think. Think I'm going to prevent the 3 damage. While we still can. There's a GPG. Maybe we'll just draw Refurbish. We did not just draw Refurbish, and we did not draw our land either. Well, we want the land more than anything. Kind of hoping to hit our 1-up Fumigate. Like, really far behind now, it feels like. Pretty sure I'm going to block and prevent another 3 here. Maybe I'm not supposed to at this point because of the Angel. It's just a 9 damage and we go to 5. Alright, fine. I'm willing to not block. I'll play this one too here. So we actually have positive blocks now. Our Fumigate's in our graveyard, by the way, and I didn't notice that. So we have to block here. Go ahead and throw this here. And both of these here. If he's got a blossoming defense, I get a little screwed, but that's okay. Yeah, I could have also just put one of these over here. Sunscourge Champion. Just don't know what to do. Could like play one real thing. And our one real thing's not particularly good. Maybe I should have held that land. I kind of die next turn, right? We'll kind of just die next turn. Not sure we have any out. So he'll kill this. And then we're going to try to hit something. Alright, the game's just over. I felt like we were really far ahead that game because he had such a medium draw, so I feel like I did something wrong and I don't know what it is. I feel like I had to have misplayed that. I just legitimately don't have any idea what I did. So don't know what to take out here. Pretty sure I want the full GPG package. I think I want all of those. Maybe I don't want the cast outs, but I think I want the cast outs. Maybe Sun Scourge isn't good enough. Sun Scourge and Ascanta maybe? I think I'd... Alright, we'll keep this hand. Don't have anything really good going on, but we have a Fairground Warden and a Lyra, and Lyra itself's pretty good versus these decks if they don't get the fast starts. That's pretty good, Smurf. It's pretty good. I guess I don't need that. I might would Fairgrounds Warden just anything he played, but I kind of want to save it for a Brontodon. Just don't want to take extra damage right now, so I guess I'm willing just to do it on anything he plays. Alright. Alright. Well, that one's not great, so at least that's good for us. That's probably going to the graveyard. That one's also not great, so... Interesting to see what answers they brought in for this little brother. They have an answer to it. We're pretty close to dead. Just gonna play this turn. I don't think he's got a Blossoming Defense because he could have attacked with this if he had a Blossoming Defense and he didn't. Yeah. Thought it was pretty safe to assume he didn't have one. Prevent the 5. Put that in the graveyard, and one of you? Kind of want to attack the Nissa here, even though I could attack his face. Kind of want him to block with this. That's why I'm choosing this. I don't care much if he ultimates. Don't have anything good in our graveyard. But we can put something good in our graveyard with the Champion of Wits. That doesn't seem great for him. Alright, so we just win. Alright, so we win this game. Go ahead and throw you and you in the graveyard. Player land. And 18 him in the air. Not officially applied yet. Fair enough. I don't feel like how we sideboard it's particularly good. Maybe these Sunscourge champions are just better than I originally thought. Like, they trade with Soulscarred mages, they trade with the 3-2. I'm not sure if that's good enough to have them in the deck, though. I feel like we're just doing better things at that point in the game. I don't think the Walking Ballistas are particularly great either, though. I brought them in on the play to like try to ping Llanowar Elves, but on the draw, I don't think they're good enough. Oh, okay. You're just now doing it. I get it. Alright, it's another game where we just don't draw lands. In a moment, I'm going to have to count how many lands do we have in this deck. Because this is multiple games now where we're just like not drawing any lands. It's kind of a tilt. I have Fumigates this game though, so maybe we can get there land-wise before we're dead. Alright, 3 lands in a row. You can do it, deck. Can you do it? Nope. Alright. Well, we didn't want to play Magic anyway. This, my friends, is how you get 1,000,000 trophies. This one can block, so it's the one I'm going to play. You can just Stone Eat the 2-1, or it can trade with the Scavenger evenly. Definitely going to try to block the Scavenger. Alright. Okay, well now we have kind of an interesting little dilemma here. I kind of want to use this on this thing. Hopefully he'll have like a Blossoming Defense or something. I didn't really want him to have a Blossoming Defense, I'm just talking. Alright, well that's a problem. That's a real problem. The Ronus is the real problem here. We were in really good shape prior to Ronus. This is a pretty safe block, actually. Maybe I just want to get this off the table in case. Alright, let's think. If we have Fumigate, it does X and X, which is okay, but not wonderful. If we don't have Fumigate... Can we win if we don't have Fumigate? Make this double block. We take 5, 8 down to 4. We buy back the Sunscourge Champion and go to 9 and have 2 blockers next turn. One that can block that, one that can block that. And we'd be taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If he has a land. Alright, I don't think we can survive this game even if we have a... or unless we hit Fumigate, so... And I don't even know if we can survive it if we do hit Fumigate. Alright, well that's unfortunate. We just didn't get to play Magic this game. Always a tilting way to go. I feel like if we'd hit that 5th land, that we had a real good shot at winning. I feel like if we just played on curb, we'd probably win the game overall. Alright, we'll keep. It's kind of a bad hand, but I'm just not mulliganing turn 2 searches. I think they filter so well that it's worth it. And we don't know what deck they're playing anyway, so like we might not be that fast. Abrosif knows who we are. That's always a fun day. Tell him good luck as well. Hey, Cloud Cycle. Oh, that's a sweet one. I like that. I don't know why I'm typing Spanish to him. I'm just goofing off. I'm weird. Being weird's fun, though. Anything that's not exactly a plains is going to my graveyard. I almost want to just cast a search and second search for Azcanta. We've had an amazingly large amount of mana screws for our 2-color deck that I feel has like a reasonable amount of lands. Lucas GG1. Huh? Plains? I guess that's close enough to a plains that I'll keep it. I wonder how good and or bad this matchup is. They have a Karn. What land will we give them? Oh, we're not going to give them any land. They're just going to make a Brosif. Well, that can easily go to our graveyard. No land at all this turn? Alright, whatever. We'll just play this thing. Might be able to block and construct. No construct. Rip. It's actually not too bad though because we can cast out that bro now and gain 2 more life, I guess. All the while looking for our fumigate in our white lands. Also not a white land. And by not a white land, I mean was not a land at all. Went ahead and did that main phase because I didn't want him to have a cast out in response because that would have stopped us from gaining 2 life. You may have this land. Lara! We're probably in pretty bad shape now. Again, making this same exact play that I made last time for the exact same reasons. Except this time we're trying to stop an attacker instead of trying to make sure we gain life. Alright, so we're going to take 10 damage here. So basically we have to draw a fumigate in our next 2 draw steps. And he could have a way to gain an additional 2. But at least that doesn't do anything because again we're basically looking for exactly fumigate now. Though if he doesn't take this, theoretically it could come down and put enough blockers out, but I assume he's got some other kind of interaction in his hand, so I don't think that will be a very reasonable thing to do. And I don't think this champion being able to block and being able to gain 4 will be enough. We'll be at 8 and they'll have at least 9. And they could have more than that. Oh, well they do have more than that. I don't actually know if we have an out at all now other than exactly fumigate. I don't think any other Alright. Can we do it? Strike 1. So we play this, we block this, this, and this. We still take 1,000,000. Oh well. Can we just draw lands? That does not feel like an unreasonable thing to ask. I think I want these here. I don't think Walking Ballistas are particularly good. I kind of want these Teferis here as well. Because I think these games can get stretched out and go a fairly long amount of time. I think Teferis are always good if we can go pretty long. I actually think it's arguable that I could bring in the negates, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I want to draw a lot of those either. I don't think we'll be triggering these that often, actually. We'll go with this. They gotta give us challenges, man. That's what it takes. Much challenges all the time. I have 10 5-drops in our deck. Play first. My hand's fine. I'll play this one first. That way we have the option if we wanted to play the Minister and like a Farmlands on the next turn, though I'm pretty sure I'm just casting the Search for Azcanta regardless. But it does give us the option. Yep, and I'm casting the Search regardless. But I like having the option. That's interesting. I did not expect that. Anything that's not a land goes directly to the graveyard here and does not pass go, does not collect $200. Alright, so we can flip Search for Azcanta if we feel like it next turn. Well, I mean, assuming he doesn't kill Minister or whatever. It looks like I probably will even. There's a GPG, so that's probably what we're going to do then. We'll go ahead and flip it, just because of the deck they're playing. I'm going to actually make servos here. That way I can make sure the glints potentially don't attack. I assume this turn he's going to have like a binding on the GPG or like a Forsake the Worldly or something. Or he's just going to cast a Chupacabra. But now he doesn't get to attack with the glints unless he wants to give one of them up in combat. Which is clearly pretty wonderful. We hit another angel, so we're just going to fumigate so he doesn't get to draw an extra card. Alright, he's done when he sees the next angel. We hit really well that game. He's going to have glints in his deck and stuff. Maybe I want these cards back. Maybe he's not trying to go as long as I thought he was. This card was like really good last game. We're just never getting to trigger those. It was kind of our deck's nut draw, and it went unimpeded. I said peated. A pretty mediocre hand. It's like really slow and he's on the play, but like maybe he won't get one of the fast draws, or maybe he'll get one of the draws that just like the Sunscourge Champion's really good versus. Who knows? Well, so far, A, he's got a fast draw, and B, he's got one of the hands that Sunscourge Champion is not good against. That's like the two things I said that I didn't want to happen. That's a good one. Sunscourge Champion is at least plausible versus that card. I think I want this one just to see if we get the nuts on him. So I can throw this in the graveyard and buy it back next turn. I think this in the graveyard. So we can make a 4/4 next turn. That's probably not good enough to do anything, but like we can do it. Another glint. This might be one of those games where if we don't get to fumigate, we just lose. 100% blocking this. Oh wow, that feels great. We have to buy this one back or we're just dead, right? So if we'd killed this and say he'd removed our guy, we would have taken 12 that turn and been at 2. I just don't think we could have taken that big of a hit. We're still at 2 if he has a removal spell or like something to deal with the champion, but if he doesn't, it just seems like it's much, much better for us. It may rule out some of his attacks. Or may set us up a little bit better for like the Lyra, potentially. We snap trade here if possible. That's unfortunate. I guess we have to play the Lyra. Just hope he doesn't have anything. If he has anything, we're like pretty clearly dead. Our hand's like really, really bad though, and like maybe he just had another creature or two and like didn't want to extend into Fumigate. Next turn we can double spell with the Warden and the Champion, if assuming we're not dead. Alright, well he had a removal spell, so there was nothing we could do outside of draw Fumigate. Pretty sure if we had a Fumigate game 1 or 3, we win. We didn't, so we lose. I think that's one of the negatives of this deck. It's only got 2 Fumigates total, 1 in the main and some more in the side. I wonder what Corey's had. Because like I just feel like Fumigate's pretty good at the moment. Let's go look up Corey's build. Like, I think I'd rather have Fumigate than the Walking Ballistas. Grand Prix Pittsburgh, he was 20th, right? Hey, what's up, man? No worries. Corey has... Yeah, he's got 2 Fumigates main and a 3rd Fumigate side. Yeah, I like that a lot better than what we're doing. Corey's not playing any of the Walking Ballistas either, which would have been just extremely unimpressive. So maybe we should have tried Corey's list. We might try Corey's list later. Yeah, no, the games are fun. I really like the Black White Knights deck. I think they're very strong. I played this deck tonight hoping to get paired versus a bunch of the black-blue or the blue-black mid-range deck because like it's what I've been getting paired versus a lot. It is not what we've gotten paired versus. We've just not got paired versus it. So 2 and 2 playing for the pity chest. Don't know what he's playing yet. If it's blue-white control, he's an extremely large favorite. In my opinion, anyway. A lot of people say it's the otherwise. At least a massive favorite game 1. It's a little closer game 2 and 3. Actually, I'm just going to get the planes here because I'm going to cycle one of these cast outs. A Champion of Wits in our graveyard, but by the time we get to 7 mana, we'll have another blue anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Guess we'll cycle first. Could settle, but I don't care if I get a land. I just want to cast this Charter Course. Like, getting a land seems good to me. So he has the control build, it appears. Into game 5 of another league. Don't care that we lost that guy. Like, getting our lands was just more important. If it's a Teferi, there's a good chance that the game's over. Especially if we don't hit another land. And we didn't. Guess I want to put the Fumigate in the graveyard because it's basically a dead card. Don't care if he counterspells this. To see if he's got an approach kill or what he has. Got rid of our bro? That's odd to me. It's odd to me too for some reason. Maybe getting ready to commit us this turn. He's kind of playing like his hand's bad. Seems hard for me, in my mind, for his hand to actually be bad though, so... Go ahead and let him counterspell this. I just want to set it up to where I can play double spell in a later turn. I really care about putting more things in my graveyard. Seal away, don't care about you. Apparently our opponent cares about you. Probably gets a counterspell of some kind. Just want to cast double spell this turn. I know we still have this Champion of Wits. I'm behind on the clock right now too. It'll be a 30-minute stream. Another Teferi. Oh no, it's a blink of the eye. I don't know why it pops up and shows like a yellow text Teferi over there when it's not. Let's see if they have a third disallow. Asked and answered. Well, the positive note is there's only one more disallow in their deck. I'm going to play this first. just in case they don't have syncopate for this and like want to try to cast out it in response or some ridiculous stuff, we can still ping it to get it in our graveyard to try to buy back. It's a good chance they're just going to syncopate whatever it is, though. Should have played this land pre-combat. That was bad of me. Now they get a Search for Azcanta activation they shouldn't have gotten. Or I should have cast it between these two spells. So that was just like kind of bad of me. But yeah, this game's more than over. And they have a Gideon, the Asset. We're just going to go ahead and scoop. Actually, I want to play a few more turns, see if they have approach or something. Still know they have a cast out in their hand. This kills Gideon if it resolves. It's about impossible for it to resolve those many cards deep as they are. So I gotta get Essence Scattered or Syncopated. It's just basically 100%. Alright, whatever. We won't waste everybody's time. So we're going to bring in these. We're going to bring in these. I don't think I want those. Alright, so we're going to take out this. We're going to take out this. We're going to take out this to start. Five more cards. We're going to take out a couple of these and a couple of these. Kind of want to try to play a fair game as much as I can. Actually, I just want these as well. Literally just want to attack this guy with everything I can. This could be way wrong. But basically, I want a bunch of pressure and a few counter spells. That is not what I want at all. Alright, well this hand's better than the other hand, so I guess I'll keep it. I'm going to hold to Jace's defeat instead of playing that. Because Search for Azcanta's so good. And maybe I'll get to use it after the Champion of Wit's turn, hopefully. It's got 4 or 5 counter spells for this, maybe 6. Alright, well, the game's probably over. Got a pretty bad draw. Oh wow, they have a bad draw too. I guess we have a chance then. I guess I'll put this one in our graveyard and this one. I just want lands. Any type of land I can get. It's a good land at this point in the game. Don't care if they seal away that. Same play I had before. I don't want to risk our Search for Azcanta, so we're just pressing F6 here. holding up our negate in case he draws to fairy. Other than that, we're just trying to get a creature in play basically every turn. I'm not protecting any of these creatures because I don't care about them. They mean nothing to me. Make the same play this turn. Don't care about that. So I was officially closing up shop on my birthday. What a happy birthday! I don't know how we lost this game. I felt like we were way ahead. I don't think we got 2 for 1 or anything. We had good cards and we just like kind of died really easily. Like we weren't particularly close. I probably should have played my land here. That way we can't get syncopated. So that was a play mistake. Okay, it ended up not mattering. Mainly because I think we were just dead to this card. And that they would have more counter spells. I just didn't want them untapping with extra mana up. No more negates, please. I'll tuck yours. I hope ours is good enough. I messed up. I should have left this reveal it untapped. We're just so far behind now, though. Maybe I played this game wrong. Discarding this search here instead of an angel probably cost us the game. What's this read? I think if we lose this game, though, my Search for Azcanta play is what's going to end up costing us the game. Potentially not, since he hit, you know, another Field of Ruin, but maybe. Drew 3 Champion of Wits and managed to get nothing out of it. He took the damage, then he bounced it? I always find it odd when people do that. I think people do that way too often. There's definitely times when it's right to do that. I feel like some people just do it way too often, though. Oh well, it feels like we don't have an option here. They can't seal away, but I don't think I'm supposed... See, he just took 2 damage and then sealed away. I just find that so awkward. Like, people do it so often. I mean, it means he has a counter spell, but I still can't just not play this, right? Pretty sure the Search for Azcanta turns where we lost the game. Now he's got all the cards in the world. Well, if he doesn't have a counterspell, he does. It's the third disallow in the top 30. Both games in a row they had 3 disallows and about that many cards. Sorry, this is the 4th this game. That would definitely be nice. Yeah, well, I'm just going to keep trying to win. Could hold cards and try to get extra counter spells, but they just have so much going on that I just don't think any of that matters. Congratulations. There's no way that I'm... Oh, wow, I got a... That actually got stacked. I wouldn't have guessed that. Well, I guess we'll take this one then. Servos and his head. Sure. I definitely can't get Ballista, can I? Because I want to attack this turn. And if I attack, I don't have enough mana to put 2 counters on it. I would have to not attack to do that, wouldn't I? I'm not sure I want to not attack. Just gonna play this for 2 and see what happens. If he counterspells it, I'm probably gonna kill the Teferi. Alright, I don't know how we won that game. Like, I thought we were way ahead, then I thought we were a year behind, and I think we were ahead again. Like, I know the Ballista's a 4/4 and doesn't die, but, like, I just really want to attack that turn. Like, there's some chance that they're just dead if I can attack. I don't want to, like, untap and give them extra draw steps when, like, there's some small chance that they're dead. I feel like I just sideboarded miserably, too. I definitely want this card. Maybe I don't want ministers, but like in the back of my head, I think there's some miracle world where I millstone them, but like maybe that's just dumb. Especially if just 2 Rivulets in our main deck, maybe that's dumb. No, so I said I know it comes out as a 4/4, but I want to attack that turn, and I don't want to have to worry about like sillaways and stuff. I want it to be only settles. It's a 4/4. It doesn't have 4/4 counters on it. Like it's just a 4/4. It has 0 counters on it, but it's a 4/4. So you can't remove those numbers from it. But I really like Sunscourge Champion. Sunscourge Champion's like a double threat versus them, and being able to attack all the time feels so good. I can see myself wanting these, but like I really like Sunscourge Champion. Maybe I'm supposed to just get rid of all the refurbishes. Like any type of Eternalized card, I think I like in matches like this. Alright, I'm gonna mulligan here. It's just another game tonight where where like the hand doesn't feel like it operates. We mulliganed a lot tonight. All due to lands as well. Pretty sure I would defeat on a search if he had one. Don't care if they essence scatter it, but I prefer them not to syncopate it. Double counterspell's nice. Don't care if they seal away this. We can try to get it back later with a cast out, but we want to cast a chart. Goodbye, champion bro. You'll be missed. Another chart. I think I'm going to cast out at the end of their turn. And hopefully be able to resolve our Teferi somehow. I'm actually willing to counterspell that. Don't really want to cast that into open mana. I'd rather just try... I don't know what I really want to try right now. I want to cast out, but I don't want to cast out just to get counterspelled, so... that's kind of an issue. Kind of just want to play my own cast out. And tuck this for some kind of value. I think that's what I'm going to do. Makes him spend the most amount of mana next turn. And gives us chances to hit lands this turn. We did hit lands this turn, so I'm definitely putting this in the graveyard. And I think I actually even want to put this in the graveyard. To just be able to pressure... I want a... if he, like, casts a Teferi and tucks my Teferi or something, I want to be able to GPG and get something good back next turn. So we are shy mana to do that, but we can just do this. We'll do it pre-combat as well to try to like discourage them from playing Silhouette on the champion. I think I can put that in the graveyard here. I think I'm actually just going to attack with the champion now too. If they have a Silhouette, they have a Silhouette. Again, we can try to get it back with our cast out later, or, and by try to get it back with the cast out later, I mean potentially try to cast out their cast out later and then Teferi our champion. So now we hit our own champion. Ooh. That's going to get counterspelled. Not going to protect it. He's down to 2 cards, and I really want to save our negate. Just looking for like more Champion of the Wits, and we got one. Attack pre-combat. Could have attacked with both here, but... Alright, I just want another creature. I'm not going to cast this Charter Course. I want to hold up our negate. I was starting to run out of cards too, to be honest. Oh wow, they didn't protect that? Well, if they didn't protect that, I'm just going to try to go a little nutty here. I think it was probably pretty safe for me to cast a Refurbish that turn. So I think this was a play mistake by me and I was just going too fast. Alright, so they're done. They're just giving up. Alright, as usual, I play blue-white God-Pharaoh's Gift worse than anybody on the planet. And I think I proved it tonight. But we did manage to get our pity chest. So at least that's nice. Like, I played horribly the entire night. I just do not play this deck good. I don't know why I don't play this deck good. I don't know what it is about this deck, but there's just something about, like, my brain synopsises just do not fire when I'm playing this deck. That's possible, Murph. That's why I really hope they had those challenges back. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'll probably... I've got some work to do on eBay, and if I can get it done before 2 my time, I'll be back. If I can't get it done, I won't be back tonight, but hopefully we'll get it done. And we're going to throw... Matthew Folks just come online, so we'll throw our buddy Matthew, the host. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and we're going to try to find another deck to stream later, and we're going to go get our work done. I appreciate it so much for everybody coming out and checking us out. Sorry that I played pretty miserably. Take care, everybody. Oh, and in like a half an hour or something, 45 minutes or something, there'll be a mono black aggro deck going up on YouTube if anybody cares. Take care, everybody.